start laying all the way down on our back, flat on the mat. We'll just do a quick round of box breathing while we're here. So place your hands on your belly. And what I want for you to do is take a nice big inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. We're going to hold it there for 4 seconds. We're going to exhale out through our lips for 4 seconds. And then we're going to hold our breath for 4 seconds. Okay, so work through this kind of at your own pace, but I'll try and cue you as we're working through this breath. So it's an inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Let's go and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Another one like that. Inhale in the nose, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling out through your mouth, 2, 3, 4, and hold it, 2, 3, 4. On your own now. One more full one here. Beautiful. From here, let's go ahead and place our hands down by our side. It's an inhale to prepare, and on the exhale, let's go ahead and rock our pubic bone back towards our belly button and close the gap underneath your low back, pressing your spine into the mat. Beautiful. And on the inhale breath, let's go ahead and rock that pelvis back to that neutral spine. So we're just imprinting our spine to start today. It's a very small movement. We're rocking our pelvis back towards our belly button, closing the gap in your low back. And then on the inhale breath, rock back to neutral, finding that lift. Inhale to prepare. And on the exhale, rock back, closing the gap. Good. And then inhale to rock forward. Let's keep on working through this, team. It's an exhale to imprint the low back into the mat and an inhale to lift. Good. The next time that spine imprints into the mat, let's go ahead and hold it there. Can we press into both of those hands and feet and start to lift our waistband all the way up? Beautiful. Big squeeze through the glutes at the top, and then slowly melt all the way back down onto your mat, returning back to that neutral spine. You should be able to slide your fingers underneath your low back and it should fit. Yeah. As we imprint, we're removing that gap. We're pressing into our hand that's underneath our back and we're slowly peeling the waist all the way up. Beautiful work, team. Let's start to work through this at a pace that feels good in your body today. Really articulating your spine as you move through these glute bridges all the way up and slowly melt all the way back down. Maybe pressing into those hands as you reach the top of that glute bridge. And can you squeeze those glutes to give yourself a little bit more of a lift before slowly melting all the way back down into the mat? Beautiful. Those that would like to add some challenge, let's go ahead and float those hands to the ceiling, keeping them extended the whole time as we work through these glute bridges. We're just going to stay here for another 5 seconds. The next time you find yourself at the top of your glute bridge, go ahead and hold it there. Beautiful. From here, it's a double heel lift. Both heels come off the mat and they lower slowly back down. Good. Another one like that. Lift the heels all the way up and slowly lower them back down to the mat. Keeping your hips lifted nice and high as you work through these heel lifts. Nice work, team. At any stage, if you need to take these hands back down to the mat for extra support, you can absolutely do so. Beautiful. Stay here for another 3. 2. Meet me with your heels lifted now. Both heels lifted. It's a lower through the glutes, halfway down to the mat. And then lift all the way back up, squeezing through the glutes. Heels stay lifted the whole time. It's a halfway lower. Glutes go down to find the mat halfway. And then lift all the way back up. Beautiful. It's an inhale to lower and exhale to press and squeeze those glutes. Beautiful. Another 5 seconds here, just like this. In 3, meet me with those heels lifted and your glutes nice and high. 2, 1. Beautiful. Drop those heels down to the mat. When we're ready, we're going to do that same thing again. It's a glute bridge all the way up. Let's go ahead and lift the heels and lower them back down. Good. It's a lift and lower through the heels. Start to pick up the pace a little bit more on this one. Both heels lift together. Here for another 5 seconds. Can you lift those glutes up any higher? For another 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower the heels, lower the glutes. Fab. From here, you can place your hands back down onto the mat. Let's all go ahead and float our right foot to tabletop. Beautiful. Inhaling to prepare, and on the exhale breath, let's press into those palms and lift our waistband up nice and high to work through a single leg glute bridge. Lower all the way back down to the mat. It's a lift and a lower. We're just going to do 5. That's 3. Last 2 here. Good. Can you lift that waistband up any higher on this last one and then melt all the way back down into the mat? Let's go ahead and change what foot we've got floated into tabletop now. Our left foot's lifted, our right foot's flat on the floor. Good. Inhale to prepare. And on the exhale, let's press into that foot to lift the waistband nice and high. Lower all the way back down to the mat. It's 5 on this side, team. Really trying to lift those hips up as high as you had them when you had both feet down on the mat. Last one here. Good. Melt all the way down. Nice work, team. Give both knees a quick cuddle here before we move on. Nice. Both feet can find themselves on the mat. Go slightly wider and take your hands out to the letter T and allow both knees to fall over to one side. Maybe you look in the opposite direction to where your knees have gone. Inhale here, and on the exhale breath, lifting up and over to the other side to release through that low back. Beautiful work, team. Let's go ahead and sit ourselves up. We're going to go for a round of teaser prep. So still sitting down on the mat. We have a few options. Let's go ahead with level 1 is feet flat on the floor. Level 2 would be a single leg lifted, and level 3 will have both feet in tabletop. I'll start with my feet on the floor. You choose where you would like to start today. We're going to go ahead and tuck our chin to our chest. Let's slowly start to peel our chest off the mat. Grab onto the back of your legs and then pull yourself all the way up to seated. Nice work. From here, slowly rolling all the way back down, chin to chest, making as many ripples through the front of your t-shirt to roll yourself all the way down. Good. Another one just like this. Peel your waistband all the way up, using the back of your legs as much as you need to sit yourself all the way up. Beautiful. And then slowly melt all the way down. If you're doing this on a single leg, exactly the same. Holding onto one of your legs, start to peel your waistband all the way up. And then slowly ripple all the way back down, changing the feet at the bottom. Yeah, working through this at a pace that feels good in your body today. Trying to lift your chest as much as you can without holding your leg. Then grab on, use the leg to lift you to sit all the way up. Beautiful. And then roll yourself all the way back down. Beautiful. If you've got both legs lifted, obviously, same deal. It's just a balance challenge. We've got both feet in tabletop. I'm grabbing the back of my legs. I'm lifting myself all the way up. I'm going to sit on my sit bones and then slowly melt all the way down. Beautiful. Try the layer up from where you're at. If you've got both feet on the ground, try floating one foot to tabletop and see how that feels in your body. If you really hate it, you can go back to the previous layer. Really thinking about keeping that chin nice and close into your chest the whole time, and on the way up and on the way down, making as many ripples, many rolls through the front side of your body that you absolutely can. Good. We're going to start to add a little halfway roll back in. So the next time you find yourself seated, let's go ahead and hold it there. This can be done with the single leg, double leg, both feet down. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and start to roll ourselves all the way down just to find your waistband touching that mat, and then sitting all the way back up. Good. It's a slow roll all the way down, finding your waistband on the mat, and then sitting yourself all the way back up. Beautiful. Using the back of your legs as much as you need to. Or maybe you'd like to start testing rolling down with no hands and seeing when you might need to use them to help you along. Just 5 more seconds here. Good. The next time you're seated, let's go ahead and hold it here. From here, place your feet back down onto the mat if they're not already there. Our hands are going to interlace behind our head now. You might need to take your feet a little bit further away, or if it's able to, have them nice and flat on the mat. From here, look towards your belly button and let's start to make as many rolls in the front side of our t-shirt, making yourself in the tightest ball that you possibly can, and then roll yourself all the way down just until your head is lifted, and then lift yourself all the way back up. So it's like a halfway roll down. We're finding ourselves all the way as far as you can maintain it, and then sit yourself all the way back up. So if that means you're not quite getting your waistband down onto the mat, then that's absolutely fine. Just go back as far as you can. So if that means that you're just going here and then sitting yourself back up, then that's absolutely fine. You go back to that shaky point and then return. Let's go for another 5 seconds here, rounding through the back of the t-shirt. Good. The next time you're sitting up nice and tall, team, let's go ahead and hold it there. Beautiful. This time, instead of rolling back, we're going to hinge back. So keeping your eye gaze looking to the wall in front of you, as we start to hinge back, your eye gaze is going to lift up to the ceiling if you can, and then sit yourself up nice and tall. Good. Another one just like this, hinging back, taking that weight back here, and then sitting yourself up nice and tall. If this is a real struggle for you today, if you've got a couch nearby or something that you can pop your feet under, you can go ahead and work through these hinges with a little bit of weight assistance. Yeah, we're just hinging back and then sitting up. On the next time we hinge back, can we start to add a little rotation, taking one elbow down to the mat and then sit yourself all the way back up? Alternating which side we're looking to as we work through these lift and lowers. Range is your friend. If you're only going back a couple of inches, you are still working your body by hinging back that tiny amount. Beautiful, team. We're just here for another 5 seconds before we're going to roll all the way down onto our back. Good. Make this your last one. Once you've found center, let's go ahead and roll all the way down. Good, we're flat on our back now. Let's go ahead and lift our right foot up to the ceiling, keeping it as straight as you can. And then let's go ahead and find your hands to the back of your calf muscle or the back of your knee. Beautiful. A couple of seconds here and maybe a nice big inhale and exhale. And let's go ahead and change which leg we've got holding in our hands. Good. If it's available to you, go ahead and put your opposite leg down on the mat. And we're going to start to switch these legs like scissor legs. Good. Keeping your head off the mat if you can. But if you need to place your head down, that's absolutely okay too. Just be mindful that your range might be a little bit affected by that. So you may need to just hold your leg a little bit lower down towards your hamstring. Good. Start to speed these changes up. Can you try and think about taking your nose to your knee each time you bring your leg in towards your face? Good. We're just going to stay here for another 5 seconds. The next time you're holding your right leg in your hand, can you hold it? There. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend that knee now for me and hold on to your shin. Perfect. We've got our head lifted if we can. Our opposite leg is floating just off the mat. And we're going to go ahead and change which leg we're holding in our hand. Still holding the shins, changing which leg. Good. Start to speed this one up slightly. And then listen to the sound of my voice for a few little layers here if you'd like to take them. Can you start to have a think about the hand position now? Each time you bring one knee into your chest, can you take your inside hand to your knee and your outside hand to your ankle? Good. Same on the other side. Outside hand to ankle, inside hand to knee. And then start to work with your pace here, looking down towards your outside ankle and hand. Here for another 5 seconds. For another 3, 2, 1. Lay yourself all the way down, legs long, arms long. We're nearly moving from here, team. Don't worry. We've just got one little finisher. Can we go ahead and interlace our fingers behind the back of our head and start to curl your chest up? Maybe bring one leg in to your chest and start to twist and take your opposite elbow to your opposite knee. Good. Couple of seconds here. And then send that foot down to meet the other. Chest lifts. Alternate which knee comes in each time. One more layer if you'd like to take it. Let's go ahead and hover the opposite foot off the mat. And we're going to start just bicycling it out now, changing and looking over the arm that touches down to the floor. Eye gaze goes with the elbow. Here for another 5 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Good. For another 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work, team. Go ahead and cuddle those knees back into your chest. Big inhale through the nose here, and on the exhale breath, let's slowly start to roll ourselves all the way back up to seated. We're going to find ourselves on our knees. We're going for some kneeling side kicks. So our left palm is going to be placed down onto the mat. And our right leg is going to be extended towards the edge of the mat. Beautiful. From here, we're just going to go ahead and lift and lower this long right leg to start. Top hand can be on the hip. Using that exhale breath to kick up, inhale to lower. Beautiful. Good. Maybe you'd like to take your hand to the ceiling here for an added challenge. 3 more seconds here. The next time you lift that leg up, let's hold it up. It's a static hold here. 3 more seconds. 2, 1. Can you start to kick that leg forward and then kick it back, keeping it up in line with your spine the whole time if you can. Beautiful work. If this is too much for you and you would like to come all the way down onto your side and work through this, you absolutely can. It's a straight leg sweep, just like so. Kicking the leg forward and kicking it back. Good, but if it's available to you, let's go ahead and maintain this kneeling position. And let's start to add a double kick in each direction. Kick, 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 kick. Beautiful. Maybe kicking it a little bit further with each kick. Good. 5 more seconds here. Good. Make this your last one in each direction. And lower that leg all the way down to the mat. From here, we're going to come all the way down onto this side. It's up to you whether or not you come onto your elbow or all the way down to your bicep. Try the propped on the elbow version to start. And if you need to adjust your arm position, you can. Today, we're going to move our legs. Our shins are going to be parallel with the front of our mat to start. Our top hand is going to find our hip. It's a hydrant. We're lifting that top leg. The shin is parallel to the floor here, and we're just going to go for a static hold here. Don't forget to breathe all the way in through the nose and out through pursed lips like you're blowing through a straw. Few little checks for you. Pressing into that elbow to lift up and out of that side waist, up and out of that shoulder joint. Good. Let's start to kick that leg forward and then bend it back into the hydrant. Good. It's a kick forward and then a bend. That top leg is pretty much staying in the same position as we work through this. It's just that lower leg that's kicking out and bending back in. 5 more seconds just like this. The next time you kick that leg to the front, let's go ahead and hold it there. Can you flex your foot for me and then sweep that whole straight leg to the back corner of your mat? Bend it back into the hydrant, ready to kick it straight out in front and circle it all the way back. So we're bicycling this leg now, moving it in one direction, extending from the hydrant, sweeping a straight leg to the back of the mat and then bending it in. Good. Make this the last one in this direction. Good. The next time you're in that hydrant, hold it there for me. Good. Can we start to kick that foot to the back of the mat, sweep it to the front and then bend it in? Good. We're going in the opposite direction now. Keeping that leg lifted up in line with your hip the whole time. Last one here in this direction. Beautiful work. Bend it all the way in, lower it down, punch that glute out, team. We're ready to move on. Let's all go ahead and sit on our mat with our legs extended out in front of us. Have a little bit of length of mat behind you. We will be using that as well. Let's go ahead and flex our feet. And our hands are going to slide down the sides of our mat to find yourself in a forward fold. Maybe your forehead touches your knees here. And if they're not, we're thinking about them touching. And then sit yourself all the way up. Good. Another one just like that. melting all the way down, finding yourself in a forward fold, maybe flexing those toes back towards your face. Eye gaze looks down towards your belly, and then slowly sit yourself all the way up. Good. We're going to add on the next one. Let's all find ourselves back in that forward fold position, reaching as far forward as you can. Good. We're going to keep those arms nice and straight here. Spine is long. Let's go ahead and bring our hands all the way up towards the ceiling, circling them all the way down by our side. Place them on the mat behind you, fingers pointing to the side of the room. And can you lift your hips up any amount? Good. Lower them back down. Sit up nice and tall. Another one just like that. It's a forward fold. Take the arms forward. Spine's long, arms are long. Let's take it all the way up to the ceiling. Circle those hands behind you. Place them down on the mat. Press through the palms. Lift the hips up. Eye gaze looks to the ceiling. Lower it back down. Sit nice and tall. This is the move. Working through this now at a pace that feels good in your body. Trying to lift that waistband up nice and high so that you've got a nice long line from your head down to the tip of your toe. Good. The next time those hips lift off the mat, can you hold it there? Good. Let's go ahead and lift one foot up to the ceiling, keeping the leg nice and long if you can. Lower it back down to the mat, drop the hips, sit tall. It's a forward fold. Circle all the way up and around. Lift through the hips, alternating which leg lifts each time. Lifting the opposite leg up now, lowering it back down, dropping the hips. Good. As we kick that foot up to the ceiling, I want you to think about trying to keep those hips lifted to the same height the whole time. We're just going to stay here for another 3, 2, 1. Ready to come all the way down. Ready to do that side lying work on the other side. So we're going to find ourselves kneeling in the center of our mat. Beautiful work. We've only got a few more minutes left of class, don't worry. Our left leg's long. Our right hand is down onto that mat. Beautiful. Top hand finds the hip. And let's go ahead and lift and lower this long leg. Good. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. 3 more seconds here, and then we'll go for a static hold. The next time you lift that leg all the way up, hold it there for me. Maybe take that top hand to the ceiling here. For another 3, 2, 1, let's start to kick it out. Sweep the straight leg forward and then sweep it all the way back. Good, really pressing into that hand that's on the floor. Pressing into that shin and the top of that foot that's down on the mat to help stabilize you. Can we turn this into a double kick forward and a double kick back? If you need to take your hand to your hip, you absolutely can do so. Like on the other side, if it was more comfortable laying all the way down on your forearm, you can absolutely do so. Hold it here for another 3, 2, 1, lower that foot all the way down. Let's go ahead and lay ourselves all the way down onto that elbow now. Good. Like on the other side, our knees are bent, our shins are parallel to the front of our mat. And we're going to go ahead and press into this forearm, lifting up and out of this shoulder, away from our side waist from the mat. And let's go ahead and open this hydrant for a static hold. Oh, I am puffed. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through pursed lips like you're blowing through a straw. Here for another 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and extend that leg to the front of the room. and then bend it back in. Good. It's just an extension and a bend in the knee. Taking that foot to the front and then bending it back in, keeping the knee and ankle stacked. 2 more like this. The next time you kick that foot forward, hold it there for me. Then you flex the foot and then sweep it all the way to the back of your mat. Bend it back into that hydrant position, kick it forward, ready to sweep it all the way back. Good, we're bicycling it out now in the one direction. Trying to keep that leg lifted off the floor the whole time. Trying to keep it in the same line as it sweeps back and forward, yeah? Give me 2 more here in this direction. The next time you find yourself in that hydrant, go ahead and hold it there. Good, we're going to kick that foot to the back of the mat now. Sweep it all the way forward, bend it in. Good. What's happening with this waist underneath you? Let's make sure that we're lifting up and away from our mat underneath us. 1 more here, team. Nice work. Bend it all the way in, lower it down, punch that glute all the way out. We're on the home stretch. We are almost finished. We're just going to take a very, very quick stretch out. Let's go ahead and place our hands down onto the mat underneath our shoulders and press all the way up into a cobra stretch. Looking up if it's available to you today, and then slowly melting all the way back down into the mat. 1 more just like this, pressing, lifting all the way up. Good, nice big inhale here, and on the exhale breath, let's go ahead and find ourselves in a child's pose position. Taking the knees out nice and wide, sending your arms nice and long and dropping your chest down into the mat. Big inhale breath here. And on that exhale, slowly return back up to seated. We are done today. Thank you for joining me. As per usual, I hope you enjoyed class today. Questions, comments?